The SeekTech ST-33Q Plus multi-frequency line transmitter is part of Ridgid's state-of-the-art cable and pipe locating system. The ST-33Q Plus can energize buried utilities with its direct connect leads, with the optional inductive clamp, or with its built-in inductive antenna. When inducing with its built-in antenna, the ST-33Q Plus generates a signal that's up to 8 times stronger than typical transmitters. This high inductive output lets you induce more current at lower frequencies, for greater distance, and less bleed onto adjacent lines. The ST-33Q Plus has a Bluetooth radio that allows a Bluetooth-equipped SeekTech receiver to control the transmitter's operating mode, frequency, and signal output for seamless operation at distances up to 180 meters. The ST-33Q Plus can be powered by D-cell batteries, either alkaline or rechargeable. It can also be powered with an optional AC adapter or with the available 18-volt Ridgid battery pack. The transmitter can produce up to 10 watts of output power when using AC or rechargeable batteries, and up to 5 watts when using alkaline batteries. In this tutorial, we'll take a quick look at the transmitter's features, and we'll demonstrate its operation. Before using the equipment, be sure to read the operator's manual, which contains important information not covered in this video. In our first example, we'll demonstrate the conductive or direct connect method of inducing a signal onto a utility. In this method, one of the transmitter's leads is connected to the target utility, and the other is connected to the transmitter's ground stake, creating a complete circuit. We'll drive the ground stake in as far as possible, and then connect one of the transmitter's leads to it. We always recommend connecting to the ground first as a safety precaution. Next, we'll connect the other lead to our connection point on the target utility. And here's a quick tip. If you can't find a convenient place to clip on, the transmitter's lead clips are equipped with powerful magnets that can hold them securely to the connection point. Our connections have been made, so we'll press the power key to turn the transmitter on. And then we'll select the frequency we want. In this case, 8 kHz. The transmitter's signal output is adjustable. It's set to 100 milliamps, and for this case, we'll lower it to 50 milliamps. The transmitter is set up, so we'll power on the receiver. We'll select a line tracing frequency to match the transmitter, and then we'll verify that we're receiving the transmitter's signal. Everything looks good, so we're ready to trace the line. Next, we'll demonstrate how to energize a line inductively using the transmitter's built-in coil antenna. When switched to inductive mode, the transmitter generates a signal that penetrates the ground and gets onto any metallic lines in the area. To set up for an inductive locate, we'll position the transmitter in line with the suspected path of the buried utility. We'll turn the transmitter on, and then we'll set it to inductive mode, which gives us a choice of 8 or 33 kHz. We'll choose 33 kHz for this job. When locating inductively, the transmitter broadcasts a signal in all directions, and if we're too close to it, the signal broadcast through the air will be much stronger than the signal from the target utility beneath us. This is called air coupling, and it can prevent us from getting an accurate locate. Looking at our SeekTech receiver, we can see that we're getting a strong signal, but the elements inside the mapping display are missing. That's because SeekTech receivers hide these elements unless the signal is stronger at the lower antenna than at the upper antenna. In this case, the signal is equally strong at both antennas, and the receiver is letting us know that we are severely air coupled by hiding these elements. To minimize air coupling, we'll need to begin our locate some distance away from the transmitter. The distance will vary with each locate scenario, and there are a couple of ways we can test for air coupling before marking the line. We're positioned over the target utility, and the first thing we'll look at is our depth reading. If we raise the receiver by about a foot, our depth reading should increase by the same amount, which it does. Next, we'll focus on the signal strength. If we raise the receiver off the target line, the signal should drop off significantly, even if we aim it directly toward the transmitter. In this case, we're confident that we're not air coupled, and we can begin our locate. The final method we'll demonstrate is energizing a line with the inductive clamp. With the inductive clamp, you can induce a signal onto a conductor when you can't connect directly to it. The clamp plugs into the 1/4-inch phone jack located under the rubber cover below the keypad. When we power up the transmitter, it will automatically switch into inductive clamp mode, and we'll have a choice of 2 frequencies, 8 and 33 kHz. In this case, we'll select 8 kHz. We'll place the clamp around the target conductor, and we'll make sure that both of the clamp's LEDs are lit. The LEDs tell us that the clamp is receiving a signal from the transmitter, and that its jaws are fully closed. We'll power up the receiver, and verify that its frequency matches the transmitter, and that we're seeing the transmitter signal. Everything looks good, so we can begin our locate. In the past few minutes, we've introduced you to the ST-33Q Plus transmitter. For additional training, visit seektech.com, where you'll find in-depth multimedia tutorials on topics like circuits, grounding, induction, and frequency. On behalf of the entire Ridgid SeekTech team, thank you for buying the ST-33Q Plus transmitter.